Hey there, my lovelies on Instagram. It's so good to see you. It's always good to be here with you Tuesdays, 4 p.m. Eastern. And hello there to you, my gorgeous peeps. Hello there to you, my gorgeous peeps on Facebook. Always good to be here with you. Always, always. I'm Donna Hoffman. They call me the Interior Design Advocate. And that is because I advocate on behalf of design lovers everywhere to help you really up your game, whether you're working on your own home as a design diva who I love working on your own home, or whether you're a professional design diva working on your business and you're trying to up level your business and up level your design skill set. I love teaching and inspiring women across the United States and beyond. We have students just really worldwide at this point, and the reason being that I've been called one of the nation's leading interior design coaches because I'm a bit of a unicorn. I know how to take really complicated creative information and pull it down into very logical linear steps, and that has served me well as a design business owner. I run a luxury interior design company here in the Philadelphia region of the United States. So when I'm not out here teaching you about something in design in one of my online courses or one of my free workshops, I'm designing for a very discerning group of clients who want their home to reflect who they are, what they love, how they want to live, and they need an expert to take them through that process. Now, hiring a designer is not right for everybody. It's right for some people, but it's definitely a luxury purchase. I always use the analogy, you may need a car to get to work, but you don't necessarily need a Mercedes to get yourself to work. You might like a Mercedes, but you don't have to. So hiring a designer is definitely a luxury purchase that some people will do, some people won't. Sometimes people don't because it's not right for their budget. Sometimes it's not right for what they value, place importance on. So I'm here really to serve women who love design, whether you're a professional design lover, meaning working as a professional designer, or whether you're working on your own home. So today we're going to be talking really to anybody and everybody who loves design. If you are feeling like you just need a little bit of a shot in the arm, I don't mean the jab, as they say, are saying over the pond for COVID. I'm saying if you feel like life is making you a little bit tired, whether it's the whole pandemic thing, whether it's the national conversation, wherever it is that you live, whatever country you live in, whether it's just the normal stresses and strains of life, of being a parent. Today I have one child who's so happy because of something happening for her in her career, and another child who's so unhappy because he's job hunting as a college senior during a pandemic that shut down the entire hospitality industry. So whatever stresses and pressures that you feel in your life, if you are a sensitive, and that's a term that I use to refer to people who you just feel life a little more deeply. Sometimes you might have heard the word HSP, a highly sensitive person, or maybe you've heard the term empath, which is the next level up in sensitivity. Whether you're a design lover, whether you're a design lover who's also an HSP, whether you're a design lover who's also an empath, the way your home looks and feels absolutely affects the way you feel and function inside. Studies have been done on it. This is not new news. So my question to you is, what are you doing to stack the deck in your favor so that your home is feeding and filling your spirit as much as possible? There is absolutely a moment in time where you cross the threshold into your nest after being out in the world, or you hang up the phone from talking to that child that you love so much who said, didn't get the job, and you know he's dashed, or whatever, and you feel your heart just go, oh. And then it's time to kind of change your energy and start to feel better in your own skin. Or you just want to wake up in the morning feeling better in your own skin. What kind of changes can we talk about today that can help you up level the way your home looks and feels? So I want to talk to you about appealing to different parts of you, right? You're not just a woman. You're a woman who has these different flavors. And if you're the one guy that joins us, you're not just a guy. You're a guy who has all these different roles and flavors and different parts of yourself. Well, let's just talk about your senses. I'd like you to think first in your home about doing something that will appeal to your heart, appeal to your spirit, and that is to make sure that you are carving out at least one space in your home that is truly about indulging you and making you feel wonderful. I don't care if it's your home office. I don't care if it's just a reading nook, I don't say just, but it's a small section of a room. I don't care if it's a guest bedroom that you also want to turn into a prayer room or prayerful room. I don't care if it's your kitchen, because that's where you spend a lot of time and that's your jam and you love cooking and puttering in the kitchen. I don't care if it's your master bedroom. I want you to pick one location, just one, in your residence that you are going to decide, hey, this is mine. I am taking this place, this space back, and I am going to feed and fill myself as much as possible without food to make myself feel fabulous. So the first thing I want you to do is find that location. Maybe you want to write this down. Maybe this is a moment for some journaling. I don't know. Not this moment, but after we're together. The next thing I want you to do, also to feed your soul, your heart in that space, I want you to load in images, pictures of at least 3 images, at least 3 pictures of either people who you love and who love you, or places that you love and have been to or wish to go to, or at least one picture with you in it where you look good, where you look really good, where you look happy, where your hair looked good, where you're just feeling really good in your own skin. Okay? So 3 pictures if possible, one with you in it, one with people who you love, and if possible, a place that really feels wonderful for you. If you want to do just all of you looking great, no problem. No judgment here. If you want to do all of family, that's fine too. But at least 3 pictures that just feed your soul. When you look at them, you go, oh, how blessed am I to have had that person in my life? How blessed am I to have that person in my life? So we've talked about carving out a space to feed your soul. And then what do we want to put in there that's going to kind of give your heart a little ping? So next I want you to think about some of your other senses. I want you to think about some scent, okay? What scent do you love? I have a great candle burning right now by Nest. I just love it. It's called Bamboo. It just lifts me. It gives me a little when I light it up. There it is. Or maybe you're more of a diffuser kind of person. I don't care what it is, but I want you to have a scent that you associate with calm or invigoration or something that you light when you just need to turn it down a little bit or turn it up a little bit. Turn up the joy factor, turn down the stress factor. And if you continue to light that candle or put in that diffuser at certain moments or times, your brain will start to make this association of, oh, this is my feel-good scent. See what happens. Start doing that. The next thing I'd like you to do that feeds both scent as well as visual and heart, I want you to think about adding a live plant in that special spot of yours. But Donna, I don't have a green thumb. So throw it out every 6 weeks. Plants aren't that expensive. Go to Home Depot, go to Lowe's, get one of those hard to kill, I think it's called a philodendron or a rhododendron. That might be the outdoor one. I think it's philodendron. It's an ivy that's really hard to kill. Get a cactus. I don't care. Get something that is putting something out into the air and taking some junk out of the air. Study after study talks about live plants and what they do in a space for the people who are looking at them. Something appealing about that wonderful green color. So I'm not telling you to get a bratty plant, a hard to deal with plant like a fiddly fig. I'm having I'm having marital trouble with one of my fiddly figs. I think he's going to divorce me soon. But anyway, so an easy to care for plant. Want you to do that for yourself. Something else I'd like you to do, and I don't know why my scalp's itchy suddenly. What does that mean? I'm telling the truth? Speaking the truth? Something I did that helped me through COVID, especially here on the East Coast, where, from November to March, it's cloudy and crappy and gray and freezing. I treated myself every single week to live flowers. I did. $7.99 for a little bit bouquet of tulips in my food store, and I would buy 2 of them. So I had this great spray of tulips in my kitchen every single week. And then to mix it up, if you don't want to spend $15 a week on flowers or $7 a week, buy 1 orchid for $19 at Lowe's or Home Depot. 3 ice cubes a week. It'll stay alive for 6 weeks. So it's an even better way to do it. Live flowers in this one special spot in your home that you are using with intent to feed and fill your spirit. You are using design, the elements in a space, to stack the deck in your favor so that you feel better by being in that space. All right, so there's some other options. So what do we do to feed the sense of sight? I want this space to be filled with textures that you love to look at, colors and patterns that you love to look at. Now you might say, Donna, look, I'm not going to do a big redesign right now. No problem. Maybe it's about bringing a beautiful new throw in a particular color into your space because you just want to wrap yourself in that, or look at that on the back of your office chair. This is a throw on the back of my very non-exciting I don't know, Staples office chair. Okay, I want something fluffy and fuzzy that I got to see when I was looking at myself in a camera during an Insta Live and a Facebook Live. I don't know why you want to look at a particular color or a particular texture, but it doesn't matter why you want to, just put it in your space. Feed and fill those senses. I'd love to also encourage you, sound, use music. Put on music, do it more. When you're prepping dinner and you're thinking, oh, good grief, I don't feel like cooking tonight, put on music. It will help you. Put on music that you haven't listened to in a while. Put on some Louis Prima, put on some classical, put on some jazz, put on some 70s rock, put on some pop, I don't know. Put on some great, country music. I don't care. As long as it fills your spirit, put it on when you're doing your cleanup after dinner. I had gotten a phone call about a week ago that rattled me, really upset me, and I didn't want to bring all that into dinner preparation. I have cooked when I'm not happy. Nothing good comes out of the pot when I'm not happy when I'm cooking. I intentionally put on some music that I knew would just change my energy, that would just shift things a little bit, and it helped. I'm not saying it solved all the world's problems, but it helped in that moment. So lean into music, sound, to help you as well. And then I want you to encourage you beyond your feel-good space that I'd love to see you carve out for yourself. I want to encourage you to really use your home, all of it. Don't save the good china for someday. Eat on the good china tonight or often. Don't save the living room for when company comes. The next time you sit on the phone with a good girlfriend that you're catching up with, sit in that beautiful living room and just sit there and relax. The next time it's time to read a book. Light your fireplace. Don't leave it unlit. Light your candles. Don't save them for whenever. This is now. Now is whenever. So use your home. Use everything that you have in your home that you consider special, that you're saving for another occasion. Don't save it. Do it now. Alrighty? So hopefully, that will help you to use interior design to help fill out your joy factor in your life. Now, for sure, if your home needs a little bit of redesigning, and you don't want to spend a lot of money on that redesigning, I want to encourage you to check out one of my online courses called Design CPR, Creating Perfect Rooms with Accessories. What a title. What a great course. It does what it promises to do. Design CPR, Creating Perfect Rooms with Accessories, teaches you how to lean into the power, the total power of all the accessories in a room to completely invigorate, polish, fluff, puff, and up-level any room in your home. So I left a link for you here in my description on Facebook. You can use the link tree to learn more on Instagram. And if that course would help you, great. And if just what we covered in this Insta Live and Facebook Live did it for you, even better. I love that too. So if you have a question to ask me about a design project, I'm happy to answer while I'm here live. As long as I don't need to see a picture to be able to answer you well, and as long as I don't need a calculator, I'm happy to answer you as well. And I know I had asked in my whatever, my little preamble, to tell me how your home makes you feel. When it's good, how does it make you feel? And when it's bad, how does it make you feel? So if you answered that question, I'll read those off as well. So I'm getting hellos from all of my wonderful peeps. Jennifer Berthold McCann is here, and Joe Collins is here. Okay, so Joe Collins said that she loved the faux flower video. We posted a joke video. It was a joke. It didn't say it was a joke. We tried to kind of, I don't know, what's that called? Punking you. We tried to is that a bad word I just said? We tried to tease you for April Fools. It looks like a serious how-to video on faux flowers, but it's a total joke. Most people got the joke. We got a lot of DMs. People were laughing their heads off. A couple people got a little pissed off. It was a joke. So I like faux flowers, and I think faux flowers are beautiful. I'm putting faux flowers into a client's home because she likes faux flowers. Great, she's getting faux flowers. So please, if you watch that video, bring your sense of humor. And if it insults you, don't send me a note about it. Just go take a walk around the block, because we're not taking down that video because some people have just loved it, and we're just trying to put something funny out there. Anyway, there it is. So Joe, I'm glad you liked it. Hello, more hellos from my peeps, from Shelly and Sandra and Becky. Okay, so Eileen is saying renovation mess is hurting, but then the hope of the new space is helping. Eileen, you know what's a great thing to do before renovation? Write out your why. I just had somebody do this. forget when I did this. Write out your why. What is it going to feel like when you have this space fully done? What is an ideal day in this new space? What is it going to feel like? What are you going to do? Put yourself into that. Write out your why. How will I feel? What am I going to do in it? And you reread that every day if you need to, or once a week as you get through that renovation. Keep connecting with your why. It makes the pain of the renovation a lot easier. I also think that during a renovation, budget permitting, give yourself a break. Order food out a little bit more, go out to dinner a little bit more. If you need to take a night or two in a hotel because the residence is just filled with dust and whatever, and you just need a quick break, do it. Just give yourself a little extra TLC. Renovations can really get on your nerves. The mess and constantly having people in your space can be very, very tiring as well. All right, so I'm getting hellos from more people, from Susan O'Leary. Jennifer saying, I love that flower video. I'm so glad, Jennifer. I got to tell you, my team and I, the way that whole video came out about, we were having a lovely lunch with Prosecco, and we were putting together our calendar for the year of Facebook Lives and Instagram Lives, and I think our blog calendar. And we said, wouldn't it be fun to do something for April Fool's Day? And if we could make a funny interior design video, like it looks like it's going to be a serious video of tips, but it's not. Saturday Night Live did something really funny on, what was that paint line? Expensive paint line, Farrow and Ball. And they kept making fun of the color, because that's how Farrow and Ball spells color, C-O-L-O-U-R. It's a European spelling. And they made mincemeat out of, the whole Farrow and Ball thing. And there's also a movie called First Wives Club, which I love. And there is a scene in there that makes interior designers look like total jackasses. It is hilarious. Bronson Pinchot, I think is his name. He's like a crazy interior designer, and he is so funny. I laugh my head off every time I see it. So we thought, yeah, it might be fun to kind of poke fun at something. So we picked faux flowers. There were other things we could have picked. So anyway, there it is. We had fun with it, and we laughed our heads off at this lunch when we were coming up with the shot list. So I'm glad you liked it, Jennifer. Suzanne is saying, my good place, my happy place is the living room. There is white molding throughout. What a great way to load something delicious into this space. I love it. I have a huge TV that looks like a black hole. My furniture is driftwood in color. I got a used entertainment center, and I was wondering, I got a used entertainment center, and I was wondering if it should be white like the fireplace. Not necessarily. Or the molding, or the driftwood. Suzanne, I don't see why the entertainment center, it can't, I haven't seen, I'd like to see a picture of the whole spot, which if you're not my student, I can't look at. So, but if you are one of my students, you can certainly post things in our private Facebook groups. Each of our courses has a private Facebook group. But if your furniture is in a driftwood and the entertainment center it can be a white, it can be some other color. You don't tell me what the entertainment center is. I have a huge TV that looks like a black hole, but you didn't tell me what the entertainment center is. So I don't have a problem with that entertainment center being its own note in the room, or being 15-20% darker than the other furniture in the room, or 15 to 20% lighter, or going to a white. Without seeing a picture, that's the best I've got for you, Suzanne. But if you have a follow-up, more specifically, feel free to throw it in, as long as I don't need to see a picture to answer you. Lori is saying, my husband spilled his drink last night. Oh, hubby. Oh, anyway, in cleaning up, he obviously didn't wipe the coaster dry enough. When I moved the coaster today, there is a perfect coaster ring on my wood table. Ugh, now the whole table is ruined. Lori, I would call in a refinisher. See if the table, I don't know what you spent on the table. Wood is very porous. It doesn't like water. It absorbs water. So yeah, it'll ring up pretty easily. But I'd call in a refinisher and see if it's something that can be easily taken out. You would be surprised the miracles that furniture touch-up people and refinishers can do with upholstery as well as with case goods. So I'd call somebody in before I got too despondent. On a new sofa in our family room, I had trimmed the wick of a candle. I wrapped it in a napkin, and then my daughter walked in from New York, and we suddenly popped into reminiscing, and I was hoping she got there to the house a little early, and we started having our happy hour together. and I accidentally dropped this napkin and it opened up, and this wick, which is burned wick, which is basically like charcoal on a light sofa. And I saw it and it streaked and I went, ugh. And I tried to just with a little bit of water and a little teeny bit of dishwashing liquid kind of lighten it up, get it out. It was a good size streak. I thought, oh, good grief, here we go. But it's just a thing. Called in a good upholstery cleaning group, and good as new. So hopefully you can get that fixed without a big problem, Lori. Keep us posted. All right. Patriot Boat Tours Bradshaw. Now there's a name, saying small kitchen, no under cabinet space nor pantry. Ideas on how to hide trash can. So you have a small kitchen. There's no under cabinet space in a pantry for your trash can. I don't think you can hide the trash can. I think you should just get a good looking trash can and let it be, because the only place you can hide it is in a cabinet or a closet, right? But closet's not good. You really need a cabinet nearby. So that's what I would do in a small kitchen. And then don't apologize for your trash can being out. Just get a good looking something. Go online, and you might spend $40 on a nice aluminum something with a lid that closes and a pedal, but it'll be worth it. Just make it clean and sleek, and there it is. Final two questions we've got, because I have my more advanced and motivated design lovers that I teach. Every month, one Tuesday a month, we have a meetup online, and I look at their projects and answer their questions and so forth. And I've got to get ready for that in a little bit. So let's see. Yolanda Callahan is saying, Donna, your April Fool's video was funny as hell. Completely unexpected and well done. Love you, Yolanda. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad you liked it. We figured there's enough bad news in the world. There's enough stuff you watch on a screen that makes you want to cry or scream. Why not give you something that'll make you crack up a little bit? Becky Fox Jacoby is saying, I'm still trying to carve out my special space in this house since our serious downsizing move. Becky, I hear that from a lot of people after they downsize, but it is possible. I'm used to bigger. How do I make a small corner spot feel like mine, but blend it with the rest of the room? Do you know, Becky, that's such a great question. And I remember somebody once saying to me, when it comes to cooking, I'm going to give you an analogy. When it comes to cooking for your family, I used to go nuts trying to make things that this child would eat, and this child would eat, and this Steve would like, and that I would like. And then finally somebody suggested to me, Donna, cook something that you, the cook, will love eating, and that you will love sharing with the people around the table. And the people around the table will either like it or they won't, but you'll have done your job offering a beautiful meal to people. I started to do that, and people around the table started to eat what I served, and they seemed to be okay with it. So what I would say to you, Becky, carve out that spot in that space that feels wonderful in the whole living room or the whole great room. If you're a downsize, maybe there's a great room / living room all in one. But make the whole room something that's going to feel fabulous to you. Why not? And then you invite your hubs or your family into it. And add the things that I just spoke about today. Colors, textures, etc. that you love as well. Think about working on the design of that one space so it absolutely thrills you, that you absolutely love it. That's how I feel about my great room. I just love the way it looks in there. I feel good every time I am in there. I have a few special spots through my residence that feel great to me, but that very public space, that great room, feels spectacular to me. Stress of the day just eases away. So, Becky, I say prepare the room in a way that will be absolutely beautiful for you and share it with everybody else. Hopefully that helps you. And if you have a follow-up, feel free. And as far as getting used to less space, Becky, I think you've taken my courses. I'm sorry, I don't know. I have so many students, I don't remember everybody's name, who I see here, who I see in my courses. But in my course, Decorating Genius Decorating Genius System, 7 Simple Steps to Great Rooms. I do teach some wonderful space expanding things that you do with color. So you may want to check out that course, because I use those exact principles when I'm helping people downsize and they're adjusting to less space, fewer spaces, less window also in a downsize. So hopefully either of those ideas will help you and given to you with love and a hug. All right, Sue is saying, any ideas for a mantle of a fireplace? Any ideas for a mantle of a traditional white fireplace? Sue, I don't know what you're asking me. How to accessorize it, what the mantle should look like. Right now I'm designing some fireplaces, so I don't know if you're talking about the mantle design. I don't know what you're asking me. And then Jennifer just said, I know something was up with that faux flower video. We have people talking about the faux flower video. For sure, Katie. There it is. And then Becky's saying, thank you, Donnie. Yes, I'm doing your courses. Excellent. Well, that's good. I'm glad of that. So hopefully that will help you with some space expanding. And don't be afraid to post some questions, in the back room in that Facebook group. While I'm just taking the call for one last question, if you want to put it in, I want to tell you what we're working on next week, as well as how to see this if you missed it. So next week, 2021 and 2022 wallpaper trends. Wallpaper trends for 2021-22 next week. If you missed any portion of this Instagram Live, Facebook Live, you can always find us on YouTube, and you can see, I think you can see a time code of what, I don't know if you can see a time code of what happened when, but you can see the title and what we talked about on YouTube at the Interior Design Advocate. Also, if you are not following us at our luxury interior design company, you're missing all the backstage coolness of what we're doing out in the field, working in design with real people. And that's at IDH Designs. You may want to follow us there at IDH Designs so you can see what in the devil we're up to. And if you're not already following me on my teaching brand, the Interior Design Advocate, here's the feed for that, at decorating.genius. That's at decorating.genius. Okay, one last question, unless I've gotten to everybody, and I may have gotten to everybody. I think I got to everybody. Woohoo! Yay, our team. All right, peeps, listen, next week we're talking about wallpaper trends for 21 and 22. And I will love taking your wallpaper questions next week as well. I will see you then. In the meantime, go forth, be brilliant, and the savvy, gorgeous person that you are. Use your home to make you feel better. You can do it. I know you can. And I'll see you next week. Take care now. Bye-bye. Hi, this is Donna. Thanks so much for watching. And if you like this video, please hit the like button and comment below so I know what you think. And don't forget to subscribe to the Interior Design Advocates channel so you don't miss any of our great content.